Hi, I'm Pete Boulon. I own a photography studio in Hubert, North Carolina. I have for many years fought with backdrops. Now, when I started, I would fold up my backdrops into nice, neat packages like this. And if any of you have done this, you find that when you open it up, it is just a whole bunch of wrinkles. So I'd hang it on my backdrop stand and then have to get out the steamer and steam all the wrinkles out to clean it up. So that didn't really work very well for me. So then I learned that if I take my backdrops and fold it over a couple times and then roll it, I've now significantly reduced the number of wrinkles, but I still have to hang it on the backdrop. I still have to get out my steamer and steam out any of the remaining wrinkles. So that didn't really work for me. Then I'd seen on a number of photography sites this device which mounts in a frame on the wall, and you have a pipe here, and you attach your backdrop to this and you roll it up. And in theory, it's a great idea, but it is extremely difficult to roll your backdrop up so it doesn't have wrinkles in it either. Plus, you're limited to 3 backdrops, or you have to get up, pull one off, replace it with another, roll it up, roll it down. A better solution, but still not good enough. So then I discovered this Downy wrinkle guard. Now this is nice stuff in the sense that you spray your backdrops with it and you can hand brush out most of your wrinkles, but you still have wrinkles. So I was still wrestling with wrinkles and the easy interchange of backdrops during a photography session. So I want to share this idea, which I really find amazingly simple to manage my backdrops. I was in the hospital when she went to change. They pulled the privacy curtain around and I looked and I thought, wow, this just glides in, glides out. Maybe there's an opportunity there. So what I did was I went online and purchased the 40 feet of the channel for running the privacy curtains. And then I mounted 10 backdrops on the channel. And so I can, while let's say the client comes in, I look at the color of their outfits and I say, oh, I need, let's say, the blue backdrop. So this is how simple it is to set up. Slide those out of the way. Slide those out of the way. Now I use these clips to keep it off the floor and to also hang it so it is wrinkle free. Object wrinkle free. So then, simple, I come over here and I have a clip. I come down, clip this end. These are tensioner clips. I bring my backdrop over this side. I put on that clip. I put on this clip. So what you've seen is pretty much a wrinkle-free backdrops. And if I wanted to change it out, I would just re-clip this up, slide it out of the way, pull in the one I want, and I've changed backdrops in short order. Put it away. It's fairly simple. Unclip, unclip, grab my corner, and I'll clip this up. This way it hangs the wrinkles out. Come over this side, unclip, unclip, grab the corner, clip this up like this, put a clip on it, and I put my backdrop away in a manner that doesn't wrinkle. I love this idea. It saves me so much time, so much effort in the studio. It also saves me some Photoshop time because I never used to get all the wrinkles out. With the tracks, they come with these little roller assemblies. So this goes up in the track, and then you have a little hook hanging down, and you just stick that on the grommet. And so if you've got to take your backdrop down for washing, you just lift it up and out and undo 5 of these, and I have my backdrop, and when I'm done cleaning it, I just rehang it. It's a real simple process. Now, you can buy backdrops with grommets in them. However, I've had a number of backdrops that didn't have grommets, so I went to my hardware store and I bought a grommet kit, which just allows you to install grommets. And the only suggestion I make is that you're going to cut a hole where, in the center where you put the grommet, I put duct tape around it to strengthen that joint to keep it from tearing out. The last thing I use is this tensioner. Now, because I have wood walls, I just use push pins to stick this in the wall at about the right location. But each backdrop is slightly different width. So if I push the button, I can adjust the distance. Now, it is a bungee, so it allows me to put tension on my backdrop. And if you don't want to put pins in the wall, then they have these picture hangers that I think are made by 3M that you just stick on the wall. They stay there, hook the hook right in here, and when you want to move them, you just grab the tab, they pop off the wall. You can re-put them on the wall without damaging the wall at all. So these work real well. Lastly, I want to give you a nice, for me, not liking to spend any more money than I have to, is a tip on sandbags. What you see here is a pillowcase. Now, living in coastal North Carolina, sand is readily accessible. So I just fill it with as much sand as I think I need. If you don't have access to native sand, then you can just go to your hardware store and buy play sand. Fill the bag to a desired weight, tie it off, and you have a perfectly functional, low-cost substitute for commercial sandbags. I thank you for your time. If I've earned your interest, I would like you to subscribe and like this video. In the future, I'll be making more videos on my photography and some tips and tricks that I use, or maybe even some behind-the-scene videos. So once again, thank you for your time. I hope this solves your pet peeve about trying to manage your backdrops and keep them from being wrinkled.